Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Parrotlets in the Garden. I'm here today with Bijou, Delphi, and Chip, and we're making a video about pretty much a review of our stackable flight cage by King's Cages. So I'm going to leave a link to the product in the description box below so that you can go and check it out for yourself online. And I do want to say that I bought this cage about a year ago, so it's possible that there are maybe some minor tweaks to the product, but the general gist of it should be about the same. So I'm making this review because I think, you know, the cage that we have as our full-time home for our birds when they're not out with us is really important to their overall health, and I think that King's Cages, at least on this item, did a really good job of just providing a good safe cage, and one that has really good usable space for parrotlets. So small parrots like parrotlets generally do better in cages that are wider and deeper instead of taller, because they don't tend to like to go down to the bottom of a really tall cage. So with this stackable cage, both of the compartments aren't that tall, but they are wide and deep. And so it gives the birds a lot of usable space. They pretty much use every single inch of these things, and with no problems. They love going to the bottom and enjoying themselves. I put lots of foot toys on the bottoms of the cage, and they really enjoy that. The other thing I like about it is that the two main compartments, the doors to the two main compartments are nice and big, so that really gives you a nice big opening to go and interact with your bird while it's in the cage, as well as move things around and put in food bowls, take out food bowls, clean, and do all those things. And speaking of cleaning, it's pretty easy to clean. There is a removable grate at the bottom, and then underneath it is a removable tray where you can put your newspaper or other cage liner. And then every so often you're going to want to maybe hose the whole thing down or spray it down, or even just wipe it down. So it's not too difficult to clean, and yeah, so the other thing I really like about it is the caster wheels. Make it really movable, so you can move it from a different room or within the room where you keep it. Right now I moved it outside. Usually I keep this cage indoor. These guys are indoor birds, but I have it outside because it's really nice and sunny on the deck today. And so, because there are caster wheels on the bottom, it was easy to move it outside. The one thing I wish they did was maybe put like a shelf down at the bottom there, just to kind of use that extra space, because it's kind of, there's no, you know, it's just kind of wasted space down there. Or there could have been a shelf for supplies. The other thing that I think I wish they had done differently was, so there on each side of the cage there are 4 doors here. They call them breeding doors, and there are 2 on each side, so 4 of them in total. And I think they're probably useful. However, this latch here is not, it's not really durable, and so even though I haven't had any problems with the doors coming open, I imagine probably that down the road, as the cage gets older, I'll probably have to replace this at some point, just because, you know, I definitely don't want the door to pop open when you don't mean it to. Of course, my birds aren't very big and strong, and so they can't, but maybe like a lovebird, I don't know, if for a slightly bigger bird, might be able to push it open, I'm not sure. But, you know, it's worked well for us so far, and I haven't had any problems with it yet. And just so you know, this does not come with the cage. This is a temperature and humidity monitor that I have, just so I can monitor conditions in and around the cage, make sure that the temperature is right for them and the humidity is right as well. So those are the main things. I think I hit all the major points. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention is that this cage is powder coated. So there's a bird safe powder coated finish on it, and I will say that it is a really high quality powder coat. So far, you know, a year of pretty intense use. This cage gets a lot of use and a lot of cleaning, and so far no issues with the powder coat flaking or chipping or anything, so I'm really happy with that. So overall, it's a really great cage, I think, for the Parrotlet species. You know, Delphi enjoys her compartment up here. She's up there preening right now, and then Chip and Bijou are hanging out and doing their thing and eating and playing with their toys and all that good stuff. It comes, when you order it, it comes in a pretty sizable box, so be prepared for that. And it does take, you know, a little time to set it up. You know, each of these parts is a separate panel, and you have to screw it in and make sure it's all lined up and you got all the right parts and everything. So it takes a little bit to assemble the first time you do it, and of course I wouldn't recommend, you know, disassembling it and assembling it back regularly. I think it's you know, once you have it up, you probably should, you know, keep it up, because it's you know, takes a bit of time. So yeah, so I think overall, like I said, a great cage, and if you're interested in exploring this cage yourself, like I said, look for the link in the description box to find out more. And also, if you have any of your own experiences with either King's cages or the particular cage you have for your bird, please submit a comment in the comment section, and yeah, let me know about it. If you like this video and you found it helpful, please press the like button and think about subscribing, so I can make more similar content. Thank you guys for joining me today for this cage review, and I look forward to chatting with you soon.